What's up everyone, welcome back. So today's video we're going to go ahead and talk about the exhaust system on the G37. Now if you guys follow me on Instagram, I recently got a ticket for my exhaust. It was kind of a curveball for me because I've been living in Vegas for about 7 years now, and as I was pulling out onto the main street, this cop, local cop on the north side, pulled me over. I wasn't even driving fast. I was just doing my own thing. And he came right behind me and just said, "Hey, do you know why I pulled you over?" I was like, "No." And then he goes, "Did you know that your exhaust is modified?" And I was like, yeah. Well, I'm not trying to be mean, but the cop wasn't having a good day or something. So he wrote me up for, it says right here, noise emission standards. Did fail to comply to noise emission standards by modifying the exhaust to make noise. Well, first of all, I don't like my car loud. I wasn't going for a loud exhaust, but with this supercharger setup, it's going to stay loud because, you know, for example, other boosted cars like turbos, they quiet down the exhaust by a lot. But if you keep the same setup on the G, it's going to be loud because my setup is a supercharger setup, which is pushing air into the intake manifold. So the exhaust is going to be left alone and it's just going to stay loud. So anyways, my exhaust has motor dyne out ARP pipes, and it goes down to a Megan Y pipe with no flex pipe, and I'm running 2 vibrant ultra quiet resonators, and then it goes to an HBP super single exit exhaust. I had to put a resonator on my car because it's too loud for me, and later on I ended up putting another ultra quiet vibrant resonator because I just couldn't take the drone, and to this day it still drones like crazy. So I've been thinking about changing out my exhaust or doing something about it for some time now, but now that I got this ticket, it kind of just made me decide on pulling the trigger on a new setup. So I did my homework. I was about to put back on my stock exhaust from the downpipes all the way to the back and get the ticket signed off, and then put the single exit back on. But if I get pulled over and get the same ticket, I'm gonna have to go through the hassle again. So let's see here. If I just fix this ticket, it would cost me $308. So I took that into consideration. I asked myself, should I just pay it and then just risk getting the ticket again? I was like, nah, I'm good. So I did my homework on exhaust systems. I even thought about going back to dual exhaust because it will quiet it down, but that's just going to it's just going to cost me more money. I'm going to spend more money going that route. So I did more homework. I didn't want to pay for the ticket, and I don't want to spend that much more for a dual exhaust, like an arc exhaust, because if I'm going to put a dual exhaust back on here, it's going to be an arc exhaust. But an arc exhaust costs well over $2,000, and even on Black Friday, it's still going to be around $2,000, maybe more this year. So I ended up going with something kind of interesting. Some of you might have heard about this kind of setup or muffler. Some of you might not have ever heard of this type of muffler, but here it is, guys. I went with a Varex performance muffler with volume control. If you don't know what that is, you could basically just, with a flip of a switch, close and open the exhaust. So I already opened it, but I'll pretend like this is an unboxing for you guys. So, comes with a bracket. That's how big the muffler is, by the way. It's way bigger than the HBP. This came well packaged, guys. Like, I bought something from Z1 or one of those other shops. Well, here it is, guys. Here's the system. This is the muffler right here. This is the valve right here. This is the money right here, guys. Let me just pull it up for you. This is a big muffler. Look at that. I'm not gonna be using this flange right here. I'm gonna be bringing it to the shop and I'm gonna have them cut that off and weld it straight to my existing exhaust. So this is how it works. If you could see in here, there's a valve at the end. That valve opens and closes. But you see this hole to the right? Well, that's a passage. So when that valve at the end is closed, the exhaust goes through this black hole right here. And when it goes through that hole, it has to travel back and forth 3 times before it comes out of the exit, which is that small black hole right there. And obviously that's the flap that I was talking about. So when that's closed, it goes in through that hole. When it's open, it goes back to normal, like how my setup is on the car right now. Pretty cool stuff, guys. Wiring it up, let me see. All right, guys, so this box contains the wiring harness. So this is the whole harness for the system. Basically, you connect this right here to the motor on the muffler, and this goes to the box, the brain, and this is a cigarette lighter for power, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to hardwire it. This right here is the brain. It says Varex on there, and it comes with 2 key fobs, so you can wirelessly open it up by hand. Oh, I mean through these key fobs right here. This is pretty cool right here, and it comes with 2. So it's a pretty straightforward setup. Anyone can do this. There's really no, this is a no-brainer, guys. Like, you can buy one of these, go to the muffler shop, and then when you get home, you can hook it up yourself. Pretty straightforward. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go to the muffler shop and I'm going to have him put this on with my new white pipe. I do have a brand new ISR white pipe with flex on it. The reason why I'm changing that out is because I get vibrations from the setup that I have on the car right now. My Megan white pipe does not have any flex tube on it, so that's why I'm getting some vibrations. So what I'm going to do is hit up the muffler shop. I'm probably going to do it today because I got to go to the Sharks game today. They're going against the Knights, and I'm excited for that too. But if I can't make it today, then we're going to have to do this tomorrow, guys. But stay tuned, and I'll come back at you guys with a comparison video, guys. Maybe I'll go get a decibel reader. So I'll see you at the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.